Hello folks, it's that time again for What's for Supper Wednesday. This week we had a request to try and do a Pal's burger and also their cheddar rounds. Now Pal's, for people that's not around here, it is a little franchise, a burger place. There you go, they got good food. What he was wanting us to do was make the Big Pal and cheddar rounds. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've never had cheddar round before. Daniel has. So I'm going to try a version. Carolyn and Dan's going to try a version, and we'll see which one we like the best. We'll have both recipes on here. And then the burger, we'll show us making that here in just a few minutes also. Let's get started. Now folks, what we're going to do, we're going to split it up. We're going to start off with the shredded hash brown potatoes. We got it half. I'm going to use half. They're going to use half. And I'm going to actually boil mine. And mine's going to sort of be like a tater cake, basically. And we'll let them explain to you in a minute how they're going to do theirs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and put it in water and boil it until they get good and soft. And then I'm going to run them through this ricer. Then I'll add cheese and our seasonings, and then we'll roll them actually in the egg wash. And then I'm debating on what to put them in next, whether cornstarch or flour or maybe a mixture of both. We'll see about that in just a little bit, but we'll have the recipes we use written out in the description. Let's get started. Alrighty folks, we're putting it in a ricer here now. Sort of spilled a little bit out. Let's get this out of there. Now you ain't got to use one of these here. Just plain old tater masher or whatever. Now it only took about 2 minutes boiling water for these taters that's cut up real fine. And that was from frozen, so just making a mess. Here's what I'm doing. And just take this in. See how it just presses out. And then I'll get out of Carolyn and Dan's way and they can start on theirs. Like I said, mine is basically going to be just like a tater cake. It's going to be a small batch, that way we can see which one's better. That way we'll know for next time. Alrighty, let me get out of the way now. I'll get some cheese and put in here. Okay. We're going to make this super simple. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic. And this is entirely up to you. You can use black pepper. I'm going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper in here. Now, we've got some eggs for mine, set to the side. We're not going to put no egg in this. What we're going to do, we're going to put some cheese in here and we'll mix it up and see what it looks like. If it looks like it's going to hold together, I may put just a little bit of flour in here also. If it looks like it's going to hold together, we won't add the egg right now. But if it looks like it's going to fall apart, we'll add 1 egg to it and mix it up. And what I'm going to use my eggs for is for the egg wash. We'll roll that there, put it in egg, and then probably going to be a combination of flour and cornmeal. Or cornstarch, sorry.
We'll write the recipe.
We'll write the recipe down. Don't worry, folks. Then again, if it don't taste good, we won't have to worry about the recipe. We won't do it to you. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and mix where the seasoning's up, stir it up a little bit. just sort of incorporate the seasonings. And then we're going to be deep frying these. Like I said, this version here is just basically like a tater cake. Alright, now we've got an 8-ounce bag of shredded cheese. We'll probably put about half that bag in this. And then we're going to be letting it sit for a little bit while we're getting stuff ready for the burgers. Okay, now let's combine this up. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to add a little bit more cheese to this. We get their cheese. We've never made these before. So this here is just going to be trial and error. Get this old spoon out of there. Just mix it up with your hand. And then, like I said, we'll have the recipe in the description. Alrighty, I'm going to let mine sit here now for a while. We'll let Carolyn and Dan get started on theirs. I'll be getting the stuff ready for the hamburgers. Alrighty, folks. For this little recipe here, what we did, I put in 3 teaspoons of flour, 3 teaspoons of the panko crispy breadcrumbs, and 3 teaspoons of the cornstarch. I'm going to mix that all together, and then we'll take our little tater cakes, cheddar rounds, whatever you want to call them, and we'll shape our little tater cheddar rounds there, place them down in the egg wash. Want a different egg wash? I just took 2 eggs, took just a little bit of milk, stirred that together. Now let's see how it turns out. Okay, made the little guy there. Now, place it over here in this. And I ain't gonna bore you making all these here in front of you. Now we're just gonna set this down in the oil. We're going to try 3 minutes and see what that does.
Okay, for mine and Dan's, we're going to be using the rest of the hash browns. This is about 1 pound. Some block cheese. We need 2 eggs, but we have some small ones, so we're going to use 3. Some flour. Some panko breadcrumbs. Salt. Garlic powder. Pepper. And vegetable oil. What we're going to do first is going to microwave these hash browns till they get a little bit more thawed out, and we'll be back. Okay, we got our taters to where they're pliable. It took about a couple minutes in the microwave. Daniel put in a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. He's putting in a half a teaspoon of salt.
Pepper.
A 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And we're going to put in the eggs. Now we're just going to mix this up. Okay, I forgot about the 1/4 cup of flour. And then we're just going to stir this up till it's well mixed. Okay, we're going to set this aside till we get the cheese chunked up. Okay, we added a little bit more flour because it was kind of loose. It's still kind of, but we just wrapped the cheese up in it. Maybe set this in the refrigerator for a few minutes. And then we're going to roll it in the panko and then fry it in the oil about 3 minutes. Okay, we've got these ready to go in the deep fryer. Here's mine and Daniel's. As you see, the cheese is melted in the middle. We'll see how Doug's is. We also added some more salt to these.
Alrighty, folks. Now, we got our taters done. We'll try them out in a little bit, see which ones we like better. But also, now this is not on the Big Pal burger. This is the sauce burger. And we'll have the recipe for it in there also. This is just the sauce burger. All it is just a hamburger patty with this sauce on it. Now, it's 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup and 1 teaspoon of the sweet pickle relish, a half a teaspoon of mustard, 1 drop of liquid smoke. If you don't have the liquid smoke, it ain't going to be no big deal, folks. And then also just a little pinch of seasoning salt. We'll make that up and stir it up. That's the burger I'll be having this evening. Where's my teaspoon? Alrighty. This here sweet pickle relish is some Carolyn made. It's real good. You got a video of it, don't you?
I think so. May have been a couple years ago.
If not, Lord willing, we'll make some this year. Now, we're going to do half a teaspoon. I'll get it close. Now, get this here. Just a little pinch. Seasoning salt. And then it says 1 drop. Let's see. 1 drop. Oh, it may have been 2. Uh-oh. Now, all we do is just stir that up. We'll set that to the side. Maybe I should have found a bigger bowl. Laugh at me. Alrighty. And then this is what I'll put on my burger. Now, let's get started frying the burger. Set this, leave it sitting there. Alrighty, folks. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to toast the bun just a little bit. Put that in a skillet. Just have it on medium heat. And then we'll let that brown just a little bit. We'll set that to the side. Carolyn's getting the lettuce fixed right now. And we'll start on the burger. Alrighty. Toasted the buns up nicely there. Now all we need is the burger and we can get started. Alrighty. We'll start with the ball of burger there. Now Daniel, not our Daniel, one of our subscribers, he said he didn't want the meat too thick. He didn't want it too thin, so press it down a little bit there. We got a piece of parchment paper. We'll take a look here. Go down just a little bit more. All right. Set this to the side. Now, I like to put a little bit of accent. You can use salt. A little bit of pepper. We'll cook this up here. As soon as it starts browning up a little bit around the sides there, we'll get her flipped over. Oh, fell apart a little bit right there. Don't mash down a lot. Just gonna set my spatula on top of there just a second. Go ahead and we'll be getting out the cheddar rounds. Let's set them right here for the time being. Now folks, you fix your all's burger however you like. We've had these sitting in the oven at 170 degrees where they stay warm. Now, set our spatula to the side. Let's check our temperature. Just a little bit longer for myself. Alrighty, we got our mayo, putting on our lettuce. Then tomato. We're going to place our burger right here. It fell apart. Now, put Carolyn's onion on here. And let's place that there. And we'll show you the sauce burger here in just a minute. Alright, Daniel. Hope you like this. This is our version of the Pal's burger you asked for. Now, one thing we did forget to put on there is cheese. We've got cheese, we just didn't get it put on there yet. Now over here, this here is our, or my version of the cheese rounds. Carolyn and them, did you done show them yours, Shug? Alrighty. Folks, we'll have the recipes in there, and I'll show you the sauce burger here in just a minute. Alrighty, folks, I'm fixing mine as a sauce burger. Getting the sauce out. Go over here and get the burger. Alrighty. There we have it. Like I said, Daniel, I won't use your last name. He's a very good subscriber of ours. He asked us to do our version of the Pal's burger. And there you have it. And also the cheddar rounds. Like I said, we'll have the recipes in the description. And which cheddar round do you like better, Shug?
Yours.
Dan?
I like Dad's better.
I like them both. So there you have it. Folks, I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Lord willing, we'll be seeing you Friday. Thank you again for watching.